Horror, like comedy, is incredibly subjective, and the similarity doesn't end there. Frequently, the best in both genres come from a place of trauma. When I found out longtime friend Gordon Duncan had written a horror-themed short story, I know it would have the potential to give me a peek under the hood of a man I've known over 30 years. Now, don't get me wrong, not every horror story bears the soul of the author, and I won't claim that my observations here have any insight into this particular author. However, this is the story of a domineering, power-hungry businessman who takes every opportunity to make everyone around him miserable. And I know that Gordon spent decades in the business world and in ministry. I'm certain he's met more than a few people like Luke Robin and his administrative assistant, Sonia. He knows the business world inside and out. He's also a big Stephen King fan. Gordon paints the picture of a man who's physically abusive, having scarred Sonia in a stapler incident the year prior. He's also a germaphobe who makes liberal use of hand sanitizer and whose office is like a sealed museum exhibit, which only he has the key to. In Sonia, we have a dutiful, efficient, and oh so careful employee who has been trained through mental and physical torture to go above and beyond at every opportunity. One such opportunity presents itself when Luke runs out of his precious sanitizer. This time, when duty calls, Sonia decides to take some power back, and the consequences are sticky. Another author might have played this situation for laughs, and honestly, constant reader, I almost expected Gordon to do that. Instead, we get a horrific crumbling of sanity and a trade-off of power. This tight little tale of not just revenge, but a renegotiation of sorts was unexpected and pleasantly gruesome. Gordon said that it came to him all in a piece. I've had the pleasure of that happening to me a time or two, and I can see this snapping into frame in his mind as is. If I had a nit to pick, it's relatively minor in the scheme of things. The ending feels a little abrupt. Crafting a short story is hard, people, and this is, by Gordon's own admission, his first stab at fiction, which is actually just not fair because it's actually quite good. He's a movie fan, which may make the final couple of paragraphs make a lot more sense. If this were an episode of Black Mirror, I could see it being just like this. As it's a short story, I kind of want to know what is in Sonia's head in those final few seconds. Is she thinking what I think she's thinking? I've already given a fair amount away, but I haven't really given anything away at all. The enjoyment in reading this story doesn't come from any kind of shocking twist. It comes in Gordon's wonderful descriptions. It comes from his sparse use of dialogue. It comes in his ability to develop these two characters in just a few paragraphs. But I'll save the ending for you, my friend, to enjoy for yourself. My nitpick is so minor and this story was so much fun to read that I must give this story 5 stars. His story is available via Kindle Unlimited, or you can buy the ebook for $2.99. There's a print version for $6.99, which honestly I'm tempted to buy just to get an autographed copy. I hope you'll read it and enjoy it as much as I did.